right, welcome to the Social Space 2022. Oof. Technically, last week was the first of the New Year's, but we weren't in the New Year's.
No, we weren't.
We taped that one last Monday. So, happy 2022. Yeah. I am Eric Crossland. That's my lower third. There'll be a graphic there later. I'm not just crazy. To my left, Jackie Hoegger. How you doing, Jackie? Clear coffee cup today.
Yeah, okay. Clear today. I want to see what I'm drinking.
I'm going to watch how that goes down during the show. See how fast you're drinking that. Got anything extra in there, Jackie?
No Bailey's Irish Cream today. I think that weekend's gone.
Okay. Andrew Bell
Yes.
made it through the New Year's.
I did. Casey not danced the night away.
Oh.
I never usually get calls from the weekend from Andrew. I got a call Saturday night, and I answered the phone, and it was his wife, and they're like, we don't know what to do.
Did you have to go pick them up and deliver them home?
Early. I didn't even make it till midnight. I was sound asleep. And to my right, our very first guest for a home beautiful show today, Charissa Steinruck. How you doing, Charissa?
Thanks
for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Wife of Jeremy Steinruck, first husband-wife team we've had on that didn't come on together.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, there you go.
I guess that automatically makes her a friend of the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Real quick, our partners, we got the same partners in 2022, News Channel 6, KAUZ. We air 10:35 Sunday nights. A little bit later, if there's a sport, Townsquare Media, that's our other partner. We air the audio version 10 o'clock a.m. Saturday mornings, and then Impact Signs at Falls Truck Center, Tanya and Sean Choate. They are our partners.
Always grateful for them.
Always grateful for all of our partners.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, Charissa. So, what's your background in interior design?
Well, my background, I guess, started when I was pregnant with my first son. So he is about to turn 18. So I've been doing it for about 17 years. I didn't have formal training initially. I was friends with some decorators in town, and one of them actually had a lot of conversations with me about her own home, and then hired me to do her home, and then started throwing me work that she didn't want to do. And so that's kind of how I started. And then it was just word of mouth from there. I actually only got on social media probably a year or two ago.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think that's when I picked up on what you were doing.
Yeah.
We love Jeremy, and we love working with Access Construction.
Yes.
It's a great company to work with, and he always challenges us, and that's what I love about him. Yeah, but I started really following what you were doing, I guess, about a year ago. So tell us, I think in the last couple of years, people are investing in their homes more, whether that's backyards, living rooms, kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels. And with the price of construction, some people might think, gosh, let's just remodel what we have versus going out and buying at a very high price.
Yes.
So give us a little bit of input on trends, like when I think of remodel, I think of gray. Is gray going to be with us? Is it migrating to something else? Give us your wisdom on that.
Okay. What I have seen recently is gray has been a huge color the last few years. It's still going to be in there, but it's going to change a little bit. It's been kind of more in the cool gray colors the last few years, paired with the blues and whites a lot. I think it's going to go towards greens and a little bit more earthy tones is what the trends seem to be pointing to right now.
Oh, see, so I've got cool gray in my beard right now. Does that go for it?
No, that'll always be it.
That's our hair.
Yeah,
And a lot of white. Are we going to see just this stark white, clean continue to go as well?
I think white's going to be in for a long time. It's a pretty classic color. I think there is, again, a little bit of a shift away from the gray, the cool gray white, into a little bit warmer whites. You know, there's about 100 different colors of white.
Yeah.
So, but a little bit warmer white, I think, is what the trends are pointing to.
What about the throw pillow? Is it ever going to
Sorry. It's always going to be here. It's always, I
A lot of those around the house.
We got a lot of those.
You love knocking off 8 pillows before you get into bed.
I've heard that they're the stuffed animals for adult women. I think that's true.
That is true.
that.
Because it goes, how many pillows does one need on a bed?
Yes. I hear it too.
It's so funny because I pick up, notes from, past relationships and stuff. And so you come to my bachelor house now and I've got all these throw pillows and I always get a side look the first time someone walks in. Like, you live here by yourself?
Yeah.
So in watching you over the past year, I noticed that on your posts, sometimes you'll just throw in a big pop of color. Not so much a throw pillow, but maybe the cabinets or the island
Yes.
or a wall. Tell us about that trend.
So I love color, and I love pops of color. I think it can tell a lot of a personality about the client, and I really want the homes to reflect the clients and not reflect me and my personal taste.
Yeah.
So I do love, I do gravitate more towards blues and greens and earth tones, but I love a dark green cabinet. I did a laundry room with all dark green cabinets this year, and I've done blue cabinets, or I've done an accent wall in a master bedroom that was like a big bold pop, and I think that just gives a lot of personality to a space and mixes it up a little bit, which I think is fun.
As we closed out 2021, tell us about some of like your favorite projects over this year.
Good one.
So I would say some of my favorites, a commercial project that I did this year was when Prothro Blair rebranded to Crossvine Financial, and they hired me to come in and just in their waiting room just said, okay, we want people to come in and there to be just a pop of, wow, look at this new branding that we've done, new naming, and some way to make that memorable. So they gave me kind of creative license to come up with whatever I wanted. And so I brainstormed and worked with Keith over at the Burn Shop and came up with some new signage, and then did a whole new like vine wall and some big signs and everything for them. So that was a really fun one. Another one that I would say would be probably one of my favorites is over at Decor Farms. It was an Axis construction project, and it was a ground up new build. And so that was a really fun one, starting from looking at the plans all the way through furnishing. I have a lot of project pictures on my Instagram and Facebook professional pages that have a lot of pictures from that project. And so that was a really fun one. Another one would be a house that burned down between Wichita Falls and Archer City this past year, actually the year before, but they started rebuilding. That was with David Bedingfield this year. And so we've been working on that all year, and we're to the furnishing stage, which is the really fun part for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when
that's
somebody
fun.
wants to update their house, what is the one thing that you can do that would make the biggest impact, and maybe you're on a budget, that you can really refresh your home?
Paint.
Paint.
Yeah.
Paint is such an underutilized tool, I think, and it just makes such a huge difference just changing a paint color.
But I think when you go look at paint samples, that's like a whole island all on its own. I wouldn't trust myself to pick a paint color, even if it is a shade of white.
Right. Yeah.
So do you do lots of research on that and kind of have your go-to whites and your go-to ivories? Or
no,
what?
I really don't. I cater really all of my paint choices even to the clients and all of the other surfaces that we're coming off of in their house. If we have countertops we're working with, or a floor color or whatever, it needs to all coordinate so it doesn't look stark and out of place. So, but I walk into a paint store and I love it. It's like a candy store to me.
I want to know your opinion of all the different paint colors we have. This is right here. We got orange, green, blue.
It's pops of color. We like pops of color.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I came over here from the dungeon underneath Memorial Auditorium.
Oh, gosh.
So much better.
Yeah, it's bright.
So we're running out of time here. Carissa, how can people follow you? How can they get a hold of you? How can they, hire you?
Yeah. Well, my website is getting an updated project photos right now, so it's kind of down. It's www.thedecoratedinterior.net. But I also have a Facebook and an Instagram professional page, and so they can find me on there, and my number's on there, and they can call me or message.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Get your home redid for 2022. How about
Amen.
that?
Yeah.
Andrew, you gonna get your home redid? Redone?
He doesn't want
Too
more
many
throw
other
pillows.
things going on.
No throw pillows.
Too many throw pillows.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here, Carissa.
Sure.
And we're going to, if we have time, I think in the third segment, we could play our little Axis video we made for her.
Yeah.
Winning that award. Gotta have something in that third segment. And when we come back, we're gonna keep it with beautiful home.
Beautiful homes.
Beautiful homes.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful home for 2022. Thanks for being here, Carissa.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
4 incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Townsquare Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with NewsTalk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Townsquare Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the social space.
Hi, welcome back to the Social Space, first official show of 2022. We were there last week, but we weren't there last week. Eric Crosland, Jackie Hoegger, Andrew Bell. Now joining us from Clark Design, Will Clark himself. Hey, Will, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
So tell us about yourself a little bit, and then how you got into interior design.
Yeah, so I am from Wichita Falls and went to college at UT and then grad school for counseling in Dallas at SMU.
Oh.
While I set up a private practice, I just didn't, once we started having kids, I couldn't get enough hours. And so I started doing something in the mornings. I started working for a home builder, just cold called home builders in Dallas. And so my first job, Veranda Fine Homes, he let me work in the mornings. I project managed, just swept up and make sure the clients were happy essentially. But he was doing a lot of home design and new home builds and renovation, and so I kind of got into it from there. And then we moved home, started doing real estate and did a flip house, and then I just started getting more calls for renovation and design, something that my wife and I have just always loved to do together. And so we were having kids and young kids, and so we didn't get to work together right away, but we are now. And so she does more of the interior design side of things, and I do the home design. Sometimes we call it the hard design, the parts of your house like tile and flooring and lighting, whereas she does furniture and drapes and
Throw
that
pillows.
kind of stuff. Throw pillows,
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
So I love your new location right there on Kim Street,
Right.
there on that corner. It's
Yes.
easy to see your sign. So if you're wanting to get inspired and you walk into your front doors, tell us kind of what your inside looks like and what the customer will go through.
Sure. Well, when you first walked in, we have all kinds of sofas, furniture, and lighting hanging up there, accessories. And then once you get kind of past the main part of the showroom, you move into flooring and so carpet and tile. And then we also have hardware. And so a lot of times people get back that far and they didn't even know. We hear that all the time. I didn't even know y'all had this back here. You know, but if you need a rug or if you need carpet, it's kind of more towards the back of the showroom, whereas the front, especially from the windows, it looks like a living room. You know, it's just sofas and light fixtures, and sometimes we have beds up too. So,
You know, when I think of your location and your photos that you guys post, you and your bride, I think of you as long-term classic style. So tell us, I do.
All right.
Like a house that you would do 10 years, you would love it in 10 years just as much as you love it.
Sure.
Tell us your inspiration or your thought about interior design and where you think it's going.
sure. Well, we do love classic, timeless, clean.
Yeah.
That's kind of our thing. And I think it's what Lauren and I just gravitate towards ourselves. And so we do get clients that come in wanting that look. And then sometimes we get clients that come in and have their own style and want us to just help them tailor that, you know, help them make whatever they're loving right now classic and timeless, you know. And so I think that in our industry, it's heading towards warmth. I think it's heading towards people seem to have really spent a lot of time reflecting on what they like and what they want their houses to feel like, look like, be like. And I think we're getting some bolder clients in that they know a little bit more what they want, or they just know they want something either fun or bold or different in their house because maybe they're going to spend more time there. And then also personalizing it. So like we have people that are coming in and making rooms. This is where we listen to music, and we want to make this whole room about music, you know, and not even just like a piano, which we might have had in the old days, but like just listening to, you know, music on their digital music. So
That's that. I think that means that's the get away from the family room. That really is.
little
So that's what Scarlett's doing up here.
Yeah.
kind of a calming hideaway, like a den, but specifically for their music. So it's really
Inside lock. No.
Yeah. Will, what's your favorite room to design in a home?
So, because I do so much of the renovation design, I really like master bathrooms, I guess, master suites. But we get to work together on those. Lauren gets to do the bedroom, and I get to do the bathroom, and we usually kind of coordinate that. But it gives me, I guess, the most options for design. There's a lot of different things you can do, whether you usually get, a shower and a bathtub. And then the lighting can all be different. A lot of times people want a chandelier and wall lights. And so there's just a lot of different things you can change and pick and do there. Big way to make statements.
Your industry,
toilets.
your industry has exploded the last 2 years because people are spending more time at home, traveling a little less, so their home becomes their, I guess you could say, sanctuary is a good word. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Do you?
I don't either, because I think the more that we move into getting out more, when we're able to do that more, as we kind of are now, I still think that people are going to want home to be relaxing. It's like, it's kind of crazy right now, I feel like, in the world. And so even if you're not at home all the time, we still hear people, I want soothing, I want this to just be a place, this is for me, and I want it to feel right for me. And so when they come home and it's just relaxing, that's kind of been the goal.
Well, I love to see what Lauren is doing too when you guys talk about and we get to see her work. You guys work great as a husband and wife.
It's new, so we're still working on it, but it's fun. It is a lot of fun to get to.
She's not paying attention.
Her answer may be totally different. She may hate it. I don't know.
Well, I'm just glad Wichita Falls got to keep you guys. Thanks for investing in Clark Design right here in Wichita Falls. And I think people just need tips on, I want to do this, but I don't quite know what I want. I think I know what I want.
That stuff's so hard.
Man,
you gotta have a professional.
Those are financial big decisions.
Well, and a lot of times there's a lot of decisions. If you're building a house or if you're doing a remodel or even just your living room, there's decisions you don't even know yet. And so that's why we're here.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Speaking of those decisions, where can people go to see your work and learn how to hire you?
So we have a website, clarkdesignstudio.wf.com, and then we're also on Instagram at clarkdesignstudio.wf. So both of those places are great. We have a portfolio online, so you can see our work, and there's also a place where you can sign up to be a client. And it's just real easy. That form is what we love to fill out. I love to have people fill out the form. It gives us so much more information.
Nice.
It helps a lot.
You got the remodel itch yet, Jackie?
Well, sort of.
Yeah?
I do. Then a wedding came in there. So I got it, I'm thinking, do we build a house or pay for a wedding?
You gotta pick
those dairy farmers, you got to pick and choose. You can't just... No, I'm teasing, but I do think your home is your happy place and your restful place and your sanctuary, like you talked. And so I think any decision you put in it, you want it well thought out. It's not like you can just run and go buy a new house every couple of years, or at least, So I think going to the people with the wisdom of what trends look like, what does classic look like, listen to you and then interpret that. I just think that's a very needed category. So thank you, Will.
I agree.
Sure.
So,
Well, Will, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're going to do one more segment,
Yes.
and we're going to call it a day.
Yay.
We'll see you next week. Thanks, Will.
Summer always seems like it'll last forever. Until it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it's that time of year again. Don't be caught off guard. Get ahead of the problem. Let James Lane make sure your unit's ready for 90 one day and 30 the next. Be ready for anything and everything with James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing. When you need us, we're there.
Yeah, so I'm a finalist for the Remodeler's Advantage Impact Award. Do I deserve it? Well, deserve is a strong word. Yes.
Axis Construction, how can I help you? I'm sorry, he's currently in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?
Yeah, we've got a great team. I love everybody here. I like to give them freedom to do their best work and space. I like to encourage and support them so that they can do everything that they want to do.
Working with Jeremy has been, you want me to say a word or just, he's creative, tall, courageous, and bold. Jeremy is ambitious, a very tall leader. What's that say?
This is like kind of out of my comfort zone. And y'all probably didn't catch any of this.
We're rolling.
Oh.
I can't read that one.
Yeah, I'm humble. I'm like the most humble guy I know. Anybody wants to argue with me, they're wrong.
Humble.
He's a thoughtful boss, lets us get our work done, gives us our space, little distractions.
Ow! Charlie, that really hurt.
To get the best work done in a day, I need complete silence and no distractions. And sometimes that could be difficult working around Jeremy. Other than that, I love it.
Yeah. RA, on a serious note, thank you so much for nominating me as an Impact Award finalist. I'm honored. To my friends at Velocity, you challenge and encourage me, and I appreciate you more than you know. And to our team at Axis Construction, you inspire me to be better every day. Thank you.
What this collection is a love letter to the world.
I share with you.